Hampton County Judge Boyd Patterson did say towards the beginning of the hearing this morning he did not expect to rule on whether or not to quash evidence in the Jason Chen murder trial.
News 12's Nick Hill will have a wrap-up of today's hearing. Here it is right now.
We're not even in the main trial portion of the Jason Chen case. He is charged with first-degree murder in the November 2022 death of Jasmine-Pace. However, Friday felt like a closing argument day as both sides argued their sides on a motion to quash evidence.
Is this court going to allow obviously manipulated and compromised crime scene to be introduced at trial?
Joshua Wise, Chen's defense attorney, argued that investigators exceeded the scope of their searches inside of Chen's apartment, violating his constitutional rights under the Fourth Amendment. He added that in his opinion, the Pace family was given the go-ahead by Chattanooga police officers to continue their own investigation into Pace's disappearance.
Mr. Chen is here today in this court to be held accountable. That's what the law is doing. It's trying to hold a person accountable. This court should also hold everyone else accountable as well.
He in particular played a recording of a conversation between lead investigator Zach Crawford and the Paces discussing the potential issues of the family's initial search.
It's going to be a field day for his lawyer if there is a case, but obviously right now we're getting found.
However, District Attorney Coty-Wamp believes that the Paces family acted within reason given their daughter's disappearance.
They have the most legitimate motivation to search a residence, to enter a residence that's not their own. There is nothing more legitimate than trying to find a child that you believe is in danger.
She further argued that the family was backed into a corner by Chattanooga police's lack of an initial investigation.
There are facts involved that we'll never ever see again, with a family trying to find their loved one and law enforcement not helping, which is what happened. The Chattanooga Police Department failed the Pace family and they had to do their own investigation.
Weiss rebutted that their private investigation went too far.
It didn't become about finding Jasmine. It became about finding Jason. That's why they're posted and surveilling his apartment. They're not out going in different places and looking for Jasmine. They're looking for Jason.
Hamilton County Judge Boyd Patterson says he will review case law and testimony in this case to make a decision. He says he will announce that decision at the next hearing. Reporting from the Hamilton County Courthouse, Nick Hill, News 12.
Nick, thorough job as always. Meanwhile, an attorney for the Pace family raised concerns about a motion the defense says they filed. Attorney Ben McGowan says that Joshua Weiss is looking to obtain Katrina Pace's phone in a search warrant. Now, Katrina is Jasmine's mom. She had testified that she had entered Chen's apartment at least 3 or 4 times while she was looking for her daughter. McGowan says that the court should not grant that motion.
I think what he is doing is engaging in a fishing expedition in the hope that it's going to show that she was, I don't know, maybe not doing what she had testified to. The reality is that this is such an invasive search that I think even the state would have a very high burden in a search warrant of getting access to what Mr. Weiss is asking for.
He also argued that Weiss hadn't properly submitted the warrant to the court, which Weiss disagreed with.